Time to make some morning rounds. See who I can find. See if I can find someone. I haven't really stepped outside and talked to anyone since that whole thing with Meredith and Wybie happened. Melody's been, stuck in the house for long enough. I think they took off earlier, so. I keep my distance for the time being. But I figured a good spot to start today would be visiting the hospital. I want to talk to Cyanide again. Also just try to avoid Wybie. And I wouldn't mind talking to JD, but for now maybe I can talk to the two that apparently started the hospital. Hello? Anyone home?
Oh my God.
Rob. Hey,
Yeah, I didn't tell you about
He's
Yeah.
back? Oh my God. Dude, where have you been?
Well, Nucion was a thing, and I went there for a few months. I'm sure, that whole story's been told. But, yeah, I came back. I, spoke with MBS the other day.
You spoke to him.
Yeah.
And what are you? Why? I trusted you to run the office, and you just left. You just left.
Yes, that was something I did, and it was wrong. And
yeah, it was.
The reason I'm back is to hopefully, make up for it, do better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let me paint you a picture, okay? So we have this great town. It's running all fine and amazing. And okay, so a conflict arises, and we need a strong person to stand up to it. Great, you stand up to it. Oh my God, the town was destroyed and whatever and whatever. Who are we going to look up to? Oh, wait. Let's go to our president, who we all elected, who is going to be the best of us all. Wait, where did he go? You understand how I feel? I trusted you. I ran against you because I felt that I would do better. But no, you were elected before me, so you must be better. Huh? You must be better. So, what do you have to say?
I wish it wasn't like that. I truly do. I was elected, you all put your trust into me, and I squandered it. Plain and simple. I'm not here to say otherwise. I know what I did was awful. I was a shitty president and a shittier friend. That goes to you too, MBS. And I'm sorry, again. But the fact is, after what happened with Sharma and what he had told me after I put him, underground, I had to go back to my old home. I was from there. I saw what he did. He killed hundreds of people. All because of his anger with me. That's why he came here to Marigold. That's why he did what he did. That's why he wanted to kill you. He wanted to kill MBS. He wanted to kill everyone in this town. And the other towns around here that have no idea what the hell this was about. So I went back, and I couldn't find any survivors because they were all dead. So once I realized that there was nothing there for me, it took me a second, but I realized that my home was here all along. So that's why I'm back. That's why it took me time to get there and to get back. And I'm here to hopefully gain your trust again. To be that president that you all thought I was. Because I want to be that. I do.
Like, this is your home. I don't understand how you can just leave. And, we're supposed to be, you're supposed to trust us, okay? I thought we had a thing going, and we were some nice town that all trusted each other. And we would tell each other, things that came up. We have the Knights of Marigold who are able to help out with anything. And you could have gone up to them and been like, hey, we need like a search party to help me go over here. Maybe that would give us some more direction on where to go. Maybe we won't have to, I don't know, put your vice president into power. Like, there's so much shit going on without you here, and you were supposed to be here.
Going to New Sion was my burden and mine alone. That was on my shoulders. JD may have been from there hollow too, but I couldn't ask them to just leave here too. I thought I was bringing, whatever Sharma brought here away with me. That's what my plan was, but it was clear that a lot more shit happened here. And I cannot tell you how sorry I am, but that's all I can say. There's nothing I can do about it. I just know that I can try to do better moving forward. I know people died. I know Asher lied to me when we first spoke. Not even days. The day that I left Marigold, months ago. I know there's been some stupid shit going on, but now I hate to say it again, but I want to fix it.
I can't trust you anymore. I can't expect you to show up back again. What if you leave again? What if you just, this other town that I used to live in has some maniac killer who comes to our town, and I need to go back to that town. Hey guys, go fend for yourself. I'll be back. It'll be fine. Like, my God, I wish I could punch you.
You can go
Lucky
ahead.
I'm more civilized than that. I don't. Jay,
Go
people
ahead if you
have
want.
died. They've died. Okay, I built this hospital because I suck at being a doctor. Okay, I built this hospital because I want to make people good. I know I suck, but I do my duty because that's what's called of me. You had a duty and you left. I don't understand how I can trust someone who just leaves their family to go chase someone. Like, I understand that maybe you had to leave us, but you could have at least told us.
You're right. I could have. I kept certain people in the light and I kept others in the dark. I thought I was being selfless. I was being selfish. I was a fool. You're not wrong. And don't ever say that you suck. You're a fine politician. When I came back, I was a little upset that the casino was gone, but I'm glad you seemingly found your calling here at the hospital. I was a little surprised when I read the sign you two have up front. I think you've been doing great. More than I have. I'm just here to help. I'm here to shoulder it, to, make something out of it. Because I want what's best for Marigold. And at the time, I couldn't be that. But that's why I'm back now. Because I believe that I can be of some use.
Okay. I can't forgive you, but I can at least work with you. Okay.
I would never expect you to forgive me, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, whatever. So are you going to be president again, or are we just going to not forget all the stuff about what happened the last time?
I'll be in office until someone sees that I'm not in office anymore.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that should be soon.
Well, the election, right? I'm sure someone else will be elected over me. There's no way they vote for me again.
Yeah,
but until that time comes, I agree. In a way.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm just going to go over here.
All right, then.
Okay.
Hey, calm down now. Calm down. Please, dude, calm down. All right, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It was welcomed at that point. Deserved, if anything. Should we step outside, maybe? Go talk?
Sure.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Hey, if you can do me a favor, let him know that there's no hard feelings. Like, I understand if he's going to have them, but, I'm not one to, indulge in that. I don't wish to.
All right.
Listen, the things I wanted to tell you about, just a few. Asher came and attacked me yesterday in the office.
Wait, what?
I was making my rounds around Marigold, spoke to a few people. Things didn't go so well. I went back to my office and nobody was there. And as soon as I sat down, Asher walked in. He came wearing armor and he came with a sword. He did not hit me with the sword, but he did punch me first, in which I stabbed him in return.
So you're telling me somebody walked into Jay and saw the no armor, no weapon sign and still decided to walk in?
Correct. And I trust you to be the one to see something to it. Listen, you don't need to take anything from me at all. If you even want to even listen to me, that's fine. But I'm just telling you that is something that's happened. And moving forward with Asher, I don't know why JD hasn't done anything about it, even when I was gone. But he's clearly an issue.
Because it's JD. When has JD done anything?
I want to say I agree with you, but I think JD can do good. It's just
he can.
Asher is just so obvious that there's something. What I said earlier to Rob, that wasn't a lie. The day that I left Marigold, I did speak with Asher. I didn't know who he was at all. I was walking in the forest, and he just appeared behind me. We talked, and I thought he was okay, but really he had, like, motives. He knew what he was doing, and he knew who I was. I just don't get it. I think he was there even when Sharma attacked. There's no way. He's been looking at us for very long, and I think that he's up to something. He came in with me, and he said he has plans. After the whole thing happened in the office, Puffer, I don't know them very well, he came into the office, and they both said that they're planning something. Asher wants to see good out of Marigold, but I don't believe that. You don't say that after you just storm someone's office threatening them.
True.
So, with this information, I'm passing it on to you, and maybe we can talk to the Knights. I don't know what Puffer's affiliation with Asher is. I know he's a member of the Knights. I know the one and only time before this incident that I saw him, he was drunk. The day when, I came back.
Yeah.
So, I think we have to take a closer eye on Puffer. But Asher...
Yeah, I'll do something about that.
I hear... Well, I don't know. Is it true? Sam, he was looking in on Asher?
Yeah.
Okay, I was reading in some documents. I wasn't sure how recent or if that was, just a little something JD threw in.
It's been a while. It's been a while since.
Have you seen the guy? Has he been around? Does he know of anything?
I'd be lying if I said.
Okay, well, I'm hoping
he's more mysterious than I am.
I'm hoping you can keep some tabs on him. Tomorrow, Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to the people, hopefully. And
where exactly?
Maybe at the town hall. A different change of scenery.
It's not the guild. I think we should be fine.
I don't think the guild's the best place to hold a little meeting like the one I want to. So I saw.
Just don't blow up the guild again. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot.
Oh.
I heard what happened. I know, but yesterday when I was walking around, I saw Hollow repairing the ceiling of the town hall, so that kind of inspired me to want to talk to the people there. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to talk with you about was, besides Asher and Puffer, do you know anything about Japple? Apparently JD knows where he's at.
I've seen him around, like once.
I don't want to assume things, but I feel like JD won't tell me, and I think he wants to keep me from knowing.
He probably won't. Let's be honest.
Well, from what I'm being told, he came here looking for me, and now JD's put him somewhere, and nobody knows.
That might be.
Japple is a very smart individual. I don't think he could be tossed in somewhere and not figure out how to get out of there. I'm just saying that JD having him somewhere and nobody knows but him is a little alarming. I'm on my toes recently, Asher kind of put me in that, that kind of mind state, I guess.
It is funny because the only time I've seen Japal, it was at the hospital.
Right here, he was in there.
Oh yeah,
Was he
they
hurt?
were
Was he
getting
just
attacked by
visiting?
followers. Oh no, they were getting chased down by followers.
Is this what was the bow incident?
Yeah.
Somebody was shooting? Yeah.
Yep.
Meredith told me about that one. She was here, right?
Yeah, Meredith was also here. YB was also here.
Yeah. Apparently YB and JD were the ones being shot at.
Yep.
So
I'm pretty sure the followers also know about Japal.
That's very alarming, I guess.
Yeah.
I just hope he's safe wherever he is. I need to speak.
He probably is. I hope.
Yeah. But that's all I really wanted to say is about Japal and the things about Asher and tomorrow. But specifically for tomorrow, if Asher decides to show up, I'm not saying you don't let him into the town hall or let him, partake in anything. I'm just saying keep an eye on him. Figure out who he's talking to, why he's talking to these people. It's the best way that he'd show up with people, and I need to see who he's talking with.
All right.
Last thing before I go, because I do have to go speak with some others.
Okay.
The prison. You said it's finished?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you've had your fair share of seeing it.
Yes, I did not get to tell you about that, but I did, briefly see the interior of the prison. There was a passageway that I chose not to go down, and just so you know,
be dead right now.
Right, and I get that. Just I was there with Meredith and Melody, and I'll say that they're under my supervision. So please don't get them in any trouble for that. That's on me.
I better not catch them there again.
I will make sure Melody and Meredith know not to step foot, unless they're going to prison. But please don't hassle them for them. It was because of me. So
I'll try not to.
I'd appreciate it if you tried your best. But
all right.
About the prison. I'm going to suggest we start moving Sharma soon. Maybe after tomorrow's talk with the town.
How about right after the talk? Because everybody would be busy being at the town hall. Wouldn't be much room for error.
Good point, but then I think people would just follow us. I want to avoid a scene as much as possible. I think we should wait until nobody's really around at night, and then we do that.
All right.
As long as you're fine with that.
I'll make preparations. Who do you want to be there?
I'm not sure. Maybe a few of the knights, ones that we can trust right now. I'm not sure who we can or cannot trust, even within the knights, and it's scary, really.
Well, I guess it's just me and you then.
I don't think JD will help out. We may be able to get a few of the other knights.
Yeah, no, I don't want the rest of them to even find out that Sharma's gone until they need to have to.
Yeah. It's probably for the best. But for now, we can keep it just the two of us. Because he's a delicate item to move, right?
Yeah, true.
We need to make sure we do it at the best way possible. So.
Worst case scenario, we can just take him underground.
Is there a way to travel underground to the prison?
Well, there's passageways all around Marigold.
Okay, maybe we check those out tomorrow after the talk, or when we move Sharma. I want to do it discreetly. We can't have any chance of the followers or anybody that we don't want knowing to know.
I especially don't want Hollow to know. I'm making that clear right now.
That's agreeable. I spoke with
Hollow. If Hollow finds out our preparations for Sharma being in the prison, Hollow is not going to be happy.
Right. That is fine with me and disagreeable.
Alright.
Okay. So after the talk, I'll find you, and then we'll start talking about what we'll do. And then when the night comes and nobody's around, we'll move Sharma. Do you have a cell set up
alright.
for him?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine with me. All right, MBS. I'll see you off. I got some more rounds to make, but
Alright.
I will see you after tomorrow's talk. Okay, or before
Okay.
that. All right.
Oh, and by the way, if you see Sai, tell him I'm sorry.
Okay. Did something happen with you
We
two?
got into a bit of a fight. Nothing to worry about. I was being dumb.
Do you think Sai would help us move Sharma?
After the fight, no.
Do you mind if I asked him at least?
If you want to risk it, then sure.
Okay, just thought I'd ask you first. But
Yeah, just don't tell him I'm involved.
okay,
I don't think he would appreciate that.
that's fine. Maybe he'll even put it
Alright.
together. Maybe I won't even say it, and he'll just realize. But I plan on speaking to him real soon. Probably today, actually.
Okay.
It's still light out. So, yep. I'll see you around, MBS. Take it easy.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thanks again for chatting. But
Mhm.
see ya.
See ya.
Okay. Where to now? Okay. Definitely should go see Cyanide first. Or, well, next. I'm going to just try and hope that me just making an effort to see if he's home is enough. I'm not sure if I'm ready for a talk, but no point, no reason to not try, I guess. See if he's home. Oh, well, that makes it easier for me.
Hey,
Hey,
you want to come?
hi, Sai. Yeah, sure. Good morning.
It's a beautiful day out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's
hard to
nice
see you
out.
through the smoke. You want to stay here instead?
Yeah. That might be better. So, how goes it?
You know what it is out here. Marigold seems to be cursed. One doomed event after the other. One death after the other. One person blamed for something they didn't do, and another killed for something they wish they did. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, Sai, I'm sorry. Really.
No, Jay, listen, just for a moment. I have taken a lot. I've taken a lot of stress recently, and I know you can assume why. And I think within that time frame, I lost myself. I lost who I was and what I stood for, and I ended up doing and making the same mistakes that I did in the old world. And funny enough, I confronted myself about it, almost literally. And I feel great. I feel like who I should be. And upon this realization, I can't believe my old self was blaming you for wanting to get closure, for wanting to do something a human would want to do. It is almost inhuman to think that you cannot have a necessary need in your life because our town is struggling. And it's inhuman to think that nobody is capable of making a mistake. I can think of 10 people in this town who have made a mistake within the past week. Jay, you're getting hella flack for nothing. You wanted to see a means to an end, and people are shitting on you for it. You're not a bad person. You're a human. A human that's making mistakes. A human that's trying to make amends for those mistakes. And a human that sees a common enemy. Asher wants us dead. The cultists wants us dead. It seems like everything outside of Marigold wants Marigold to burn. And you can see that as well as I can. No offense.
Yeah. None taken.
And I can't believe I was so hostile, so angry, bitter, so lost. I couldn't see what was right in front of me. We don't need enemies. We need allies. If we really care about this town, Jay, if you really care about this town, you know as much as I do that enemies are the one thing we cannot be making. I can't sit here and pretend I can forgive you for what you did, but I also can't sit here and look at the world around us, look at our beautiful city full of beautiful people who are just trying to live their life, and I can't sit down and expect things to get better without making real strides. Jay, not only consider me a friend, but let me stand by your side. I don't want to see anything ever happen to you, and I apologize for how I was.
Yeah.
And please, don't call me Sai. That's who I was. My name is Simon. Simon Simmons. Sai's a name I wish I was able to be called. That's just not who I am anymore.
I understand completely, and it's nice to re-meet you, Simon. Really.
Nice to meet you too, Jay.
You perfectly described what I was feeling. When I left, I was just talking to MBS and Rob about this. I thought I was being selfless. I was just being selfish. But it took me getting there, seeing New Sion, seeing a city destroyed, lives lost, and the blatant, sign in my face saying that this is not my home anymore and that there's something beautiful, meaningful here waiting for me. And it was like a slap in the face, but I needed to see it. And that's why I came home. And the biggest punch in the gut was all along that I spent a night in Devilstown when the person who lived there and owned that land was here, being awful to all of you while I was gone. I take responsibility for that. And I know there's no amount of sorries that I can give out to you, to YB, to anyone. But I'm glad you consider me an ally because I only want to do better. Today and tomorrow, I want to be the best that I can be. And I'm going to prove that. Whether my run in office continues or not, or if I'm out of there by the time the election comes around, or I want to be the best person to me, whether I'm president or not. So I want you to know I'm not leaving this time. You can count on me. And I'm glad you said those nice things, because that is exactly what I needed to hear. More than I deserve, frankly.
Well, Jay, don't discount yourself. We made mistakes, and it's time for us to correct them. Look at this. Look at what we have. Look at what you built. Marigold needs us. I don't care who runs this place. I just want to protect it. Because this is my home as much as it is yours. I am not going to fight with everyone when our town is in peril. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these feuds. Jay, I will stand by your side. And if I have to, I'll die for you. Because I know no one else understands your cause. But it took a, I want to say dream, but it's more of a nightmare, to really understand what we have here. I still can't believe I acted the way I did. But we're here now. We can do something. Whether it be just me and you or whoever, we can do something. And when we do that thing, when we finally show the people that we're not to be messed with, when we finally show the owners of Devil's Town or any other kingdom who wants to destroy us, or whatever have you, I guess an ethereal being from another dimension,
Yeah.
we can do whatever we need to keep this place alive. So I trust you. And that might not be much, but I trust you.
You are one of few, I will say, but it is very nice hearing your words of encouragement, and I will gladly fight by your side too. And if my time happens to come defending you or the people of Marigold, I will gladly lay down my life again.
Yeah. I'm just worried with Asher and the cultists.
Asher is a trouble. A very difficult one. I assume that you are also one of the people that are not very liking what JD's been doing. Banishing, unbanishing.
Nobody agrees with what JD is doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing. JD is similar to YB. They're conflicted. They're fighting within themselves to figure out what the best course of action to do. In reality, they're leading themselves down a path they don't understand. It's clear as day that they are trying to do the best for the town that they love. But it's not working. But again, I don't want to kill Asher either. No one deserves death. And maybe, just maybe, if we could get through to Asher, we won't have to kill him anyway. If there's a possibility, I want to take it. I'm tired of hating people, and I'm tired of plotting to kill them. Even if it's Asher.
JD's a good person. I know they want to do well, and they want to be their own person. It's just, this is the one thing I never agreed with him on. And it's scary almost, because I've always agreed with him. He and I go way back. It's troubling seeing that he wants to give Asher a chance when we know Asher is not a good person. Asher, I don't even know if I want him dead. I don't know if I just want him gone or worse, right? But I will tell you this. Yesterday, I was going to my office, just minding my own business. I sat in my office, and he came into my office with weapons, and he was wearing armor, and he was threatening me. He hit me first, but I have to tell you that it's not all him. I did retaliate in self-defense, and I did stab him back, and then Puffer helped break it apart. Are you familiar with Puffer or anything like that?
Yeah, I know of him. YB seems to be acquainted with them more than I am, but
I witnessed them chat, and they seemed a little too friendly. And I've warned MBS too, but it seems like I know Asher wants to do some sort of good with Marigold, but I think even Puffer is wrapped into it. They said that they both have a plan, and I don't know what that is. But
listen, I know what you're talking about, and I'll lay it down the best way I can. Asher is, if anything else, manipulative. And with this grand power of manipulation, he's able to bring the people around him and promise them a better world that they may or may not get with his silver tongue and strong words. And I think he's roping up people around town. I've seen people the likes of Koo, who it doesn't even seem like Koo anymore. And Puffer, and hell, I've even seen the therapist chick. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're planning. But it seems that maybe they're getting buddy-buddy with the worst enemy of Marigold. Well aware that he's a murderer, dangerous, and obviously conniving, and definitely clever. So, what I'm trying to say is, he's good at getting people on his side. And one of my biggest realizations is, you need more people on yours. Because if I let people get swindled by that criminal, I don't know if Marigold would be able to survive. I don't know how many people he's got in under his ropes. I don't know how many people he influences, and I don't even know if they have a plan. But it seems like they're a lot more coordinated than I initially thought. Yeah, I'm worried it's getting out of hand.
I'm aware that there are a few people that, are pretty, connected and close with Asher. I did hear, about a person named Koo, who apparently was KG, who I met on my first day back. I don't know if that's something they have going on, but I have heard about Anna, the redhead. As for Puffer, I didn't really get to meet him. I saw him drunk on my first day back, and then all of a sudden he was in my office helping, stop the fight between Asher and I. As for others, I really don't know. And it's concerning, it really is. Because I just know that Asher does not mean any well.
No, that much we could agree on. I don't know what the best course of action is when it comes to dealing with Asher. And I fear that with enough time, one of us is going to get into a fight. Whether it be me, whether it be you, both with Asher. And when that time comes, I'm also worried that he's going to have more than one sword backing him up. And I'm also even more worried that those ones holding the swords will be people that live in this town every day. It's crazy that we have people working against us at the same time a murderous cult wants to kill us as well.
Since I've been back, I haven't heard anything from the followers. So, we just have to assume that
they're plotting something.
They're plotting something, biding their time, I don't care what. I am actively working on the Sharma situation.
What do you have plans?
I just spoke with... Yeah, I'm going to be sharing something with the town tomorrow. But I wanted to ask you specifically, are you okay with joining MBS and I? I heard that there's something going on between you two, but we want to move Sharma to the prison now that it's finished.
I need to apologize to MBS. I guess that would work, but moving Sharma, that sounds like a suicide trip. How do you plan on doing that?
I spoke with him, and maybe it won't be so much of a suicide run if we can just get him there. I don't think he wants to fight, but I also don't trust him. He, is a brine, after all. But
I mean, I trust your judgment, but I feel like there should be a failsafe if you're going to do this. Something that we can lean on if he does all of a sudden turn. Because, I'm being honest with you, if he does try and come at us at his most powerful, I don't think we'll be able to survive this time. Listen, I have an idea.
Have potions on our sides, but
I have an idea.
Sure.
I've been dabbling in alchemy, and I'm a technical whiz, right? So I'm thinking of maybe possibly using some of the DNA that I've gotten from Sharma, some of the information, possibly whipping up some sort of anti-power chemical, and lace it into a bracelet or something, so he can't use anything. Of course, it's not even 100% foolproof because we'd only be able to test it once, so it's not really a fail-safe and more of a trial run. But
what if we tried it on Hollow? Now, he doesn't have as much power as he used to. But if we can just see like a significant change once he puts on that bracelet, maybe we can put that on Sharma. And just hope that he can't break free.
Okay, yeah. And then I'll get to work on that immediately. I've got the materials, I just need a little bit of time. And about that talk you said you were going to have tomorrow, where do you plan on having that?
I'm glad you asked, because MBS asked the same thing. I think I'm going to do it at the town hall. Hollow kind of inspired me when I was walking around yesterday. He was repairing the ceiling from one of the attacks that happened. And I thought that would be a good place to, talk again. It was the first one of the first places I talked once I got elected. Maybe, give some good luck. Maybe I'm reaching.
Okay. Well, can I ask of you something then?
Sure, of course.
Do you mind if I were to also give a speech, maybe after yours?
I don't see why not. Yeah. Do you have something?
They may not be too keen on listening to you, but if I could be just a bit of a voice of reason, maybe I could get through to them myself.
If there's a clear disturbance between me and the crowd, whoever decides to actually listen to me, then yeah, you can have the stage and say what you want to say.
Okay, sounds fair.
Whether or not I can get through them, or if they start there's a disconnection there, and then you can step in and try to regain their ears. Then maybe.
I don't want to regain their trust. I just want to tell them how it is. In fact, I don't want to convince them of anything. I just want to tell them the truth. These people who are rising against you like you're some sort of huge enemy, big, strong loser who left all of us at a time of peril. But what they don't see is just a guy who wanted a means to an end and made a simple mistake. And that same guy is also trying to fix it. And then, again, the same people are completely ignoring the actual threat around us. Whoever Asher's group is, Sharma, and the ones who follow him. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe if I could just tell them how it is, tell them straight up. I don't know. I'm stretching it. I just was thinking.
Yeah. It's definitely something to think about.
With that old Sharma business, I'll work on a prototype. I'll have it to you as soon as possible. Just check back in before we move them.
Yeah. That's going to be tomorrow, and I hate to put a time constraint on you.
Tomorrow? But I can work with that.
I'll check in with you before my talk with the people tomorrow. Is that okay?
That works. I should have it done by then.
We won't move them until after I've done talking, and maybe even wait till night, so people don't follow us. Last thing I want to do is leave the town hall saying we're moving a demigod, and then watch the people follow us to the prison. That will not be a situation we can just crowd control, Maybe
not, but maybe it's time we start telling the truth to people.
I want to do that, but do we really want to show Sharma to the people? Again?
No. But you have to think about it this way. The only way you're going to regain trust is to prove that you're not going to hide anything from these people. Yeah, it's incredibly dangerous. Hell, it's fucking stupid. But if you want to get an upper hand on getting people's trust, you may have to take that risk. I'm going to leave the decision up to you, but if you really think about it, not lying is your first step into getting people on your side again. And it might just be our crutch. But like I said, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I was just thinking.
No, but I appreciate your the commentary. I do. It is refreshing in a way to hear, right? I want to have options. I want to hear people's opinions. I've never once asked for someone not to share their thoughts. So this is just a very delicate situation, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm actually even going to say tomorrow. I'll probably have to write something down, but I also just want to speak from the heart, tell them what I've been doing and what I plan to do moving forward, And
there's also the very real possibility that the cultists are banking on doing something that day too, if they really know about this.
I'm going to hope that all of our knights are there, checking the grounds. We got to look for bombs, that kind of thing. I feel so stupid to say that when even I wasn't even here for it, but I know you've all had your share of checking things out.
Yeah, well,
But until we figure out who even the followers are, who they are, because we know they're, here. We got to start figuring that out. Draw them out, if anything, with Sharma.
why do I feel like I'm being watched? Well, I'm sorry. I probably took up a lot of your time.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's fine. It's still day out. But yeah, I do have a few more rounds to make. But hey, for what it's worth, I do appreciate the hearing me out and the very nice words you had said. Thank you, Simon.
No problem. And fuck, dude, I'm sorry. You didn't. I can't imagine what it must feel like having the world against you.
Yeah,
Good luck, man.
thank you. I just hope that I can talk some sense to JD, and have him, see things a different way. If I don't want to be at odds with the guy, he's a good person. The only
They're all
person I
good
know who has.
people.
I know there's others that really have it against me. I seen it. YB, Rob, Meredith, kind of on in agreement maybe with some things, but they're YB's sister.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of room for.
And then I know just the rest of the chatter of Marigold is either I'm a drunk and a failure, or maybe I'm actually going to do something this time, and I hope to prove that I am.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think you will. You got that look in your eye. Sorry.
Thank you. I got to tell you on that story, but you know what? I'll save it for tomorrow. I think I am going to share that story.
All right. I'd be down to hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna go do my rounds. Okay.
Stay safe, man.
All right.
Don't get yourself killed out there.
And yeah, I'll come back around this time tomorrow before the talk.
I should have a working prototype way before the speech even is preparing to start.
Yeah.
And then I hope to test it on.
For sure. If it's not too much to ask, besides the prototype, which once again, I'm sorry for putting such a, crunch on you to get it done, or at least some type. If you run into anyone between now and before the talk starting, do you mind spreading the word a little? I don't know if I'd share that with a lot of people.
Spreading the word about the talk?
Yeah, tell people that something's going to happen at the town hall.
Yeah, I'll be sure to let anybody who passes by know.
Yeah,
of
course.
Tomorrow I'm gonna sit out here.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of my day.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for hearing me out. I really do appreciate it. Sorry if I sound like a broken record.
Jay, a word of wisdom. Sometimes it's best to just enjoy your day. Look at what you have, and then it'll become incredibly clear what you need. Good luck, man.
Yeah. You too, Simon. Yes. Sorry. I got to get used to that. I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Yep.
All right. Take care.
Peace.
That went a lot better than I expected. I hope I can prove to him and everyone else that I can actually do something. That I'm not just talk, that I'm not just going to run away and drink again. Nobody here deserves that. So I have to make sure that I do my best and I can prove to them that I'm actually capable of something. I'm going to see Sharma. I'm going to go there right now. I wonder if he'll have any words of wisdom too. Deja vu. I haven't seen Hollow since yesterday. I wonder if he's been around. Sharma, wake up. You hear me, don't you? Have anything to say this time? Yeah, that's fine. I don't need you to talk. I want you to listen. What happened the other day when I returned? When your dad came back in? And what we talked about? I hope you know I'm going to mean it. I don't know what you've had going on in these last few months. I know you haven't been up to much. But this whole not talking, not eating bullshit, I just want you to know that whatever you try to do next, I will stop you. You can count on it. Hollow's just not going to let you take off or do anything that would jeopardize these people. He cares. What happened with you back in New Sion, you being this tortured soul and being sent off to Aphes and then to attack with Skim, I'm sorry that things went that way for you. I'm sorry that I stepped in and killed a few of your friends because they were going to attack New Sion. But I guess you got your revenge. Because you know what happened to New Sion. You weren't lying. You told me the truth. You told me that you destroyed that place. Killed those people. And I was a fool to think that you were actually just tricking me. What comes to you next? Spending your life in prison? That's on you. You deserve that. What you didn't deserve was being sent to that institute, watching your father leave. And I understand your pain. But the lives you took in New Sion, here in Marigold with your spires, that will not go unpunished. You will spend the rest of your life in prison, underground. You will never see the light of day come tomorrow. I know you know who Cyanide, or Simon, or MBS. I know you know who they are. We are going to move you. And that'll be the last hour that you ever see the light of day. Whether it be the sun or whether it be the moon, that'll be the last time you ever see the sky. Have you thought about that? I want you to think about that. Because once you go underground and go into that prison, you will stay there. For good. There's no moving you around after that. Well, I hope you had a good sleep, and I hope you've been catching up on your sleep, and I hope you eat something too, because you're going to live a long, long life. I know you will. Something about you brines staying alive longer. Or maybe you will die just like anybody else, like a normal person, like me. But I just want you to know that I'll be visiting you, and no one else will. So if you're going to smile at me and think that I'm just making just bullshit come out of my mouth, I hope you get used to it. Because I'm the only voice you'll ever hear. So really think on that. Sleep on it, if you will. And I'll see you tomorrow. Well, ta-ta. Did I really just say that? I wonder if Hollow would really be okay with that. I need to check in with him. But first, I have some business to attend to at the office. I haven't stepped foot in here since Asher came in and basically attacked me, so I'm just gonna grab my books and maybe work from home today. The longer I stay in here alone, I just let my thoughts take over, and I can't do that right now. I'm just gonna grab my shit and go home. But Melody?
You really know how to keep someone waiting, don't you?
I thought you were out doing your own thing. What are you doing here?
Well, I came to look for you because you never seem to leave this place. But I guess by some miracle you did.
That's very funny you say that, because I've been trying to see less of this place, but why are you looking for me?
I thought we could have a little bit of a talk.
Sure, yeah, take a seat.
I won't.
Okay. What's on your mind?
The fact that, this place runs horribly? Is that the nicest way to put it?
I mean, I did just have a talk about some recent decisions in politics, but yeah, I'd agree. Things are not the best right now.
And you are trying so very hard to be such a good leader and president and blah blah. Because you've been gone for so long, because you left everyone behind, and now everyone hates you because of that.
Yes, Melody. Is there something you're getting at?
You are technically president. You are technically in charge of everything, even though nobody will listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So have you thought of, say, as your final law in office, or however prissy people put it, dismantle your own government?
Why would I do that?
Because every single time somebody has order of any kind, it goes horribly wrong, and nobody's ever happy.
I hear what you're saying. I do. You're not the first person to ever present those kind of ideas or thoughts on, politics, government, whatever you want to say it. I know things aren't great right now. But it was merely because of the fact we had a fucking demigod come in and attack us, and I was a fool, and I left. JD, whether he was fit enough to actually run for office to cover for me, that remains a mystery. But now with me being back, I do want there to be good. And there will be. Things will be good again. There's no reason to dismantle the government, because as soon as that happens, there will be chaos. The followers, I'm sure you've seen your fair share of what they are capable of doing. Once the government goes down, it'll be open season for them. And I'm not going to let another Marigoldian die. I don't want that to happen. Maybe I'm just saying that just to make myself feel good. Maybe I will be, not able to save any more lives. But I know I'm not just going to not try. I'm not just going to do one final order to say to hell with the government and to hell with the knights and to hell with people who actually want to see good come out of this place. I'm not going to do that.
Do you truly think that even with government, there's going to be people who will stay alive? There won't be people after you whenever you are dead and gone, because you most likely will be dead and gone. That there's not going to be another bad person in charge who is just going to ruin everything for everybody.
I owe it to these people. I failed them before. You weren't there for that. But I need to make sure that I can do everything and anything in my power to be there for these people. They don't deserve to hurt, to die, to be scared of people hiding in plain sight with bow and arrows and bombs on them, placing them under the streets of our town, our city. They don't deserve that. Nobody does. And while I don't deserve many of the people's forgiveness, let alone their trust, I need to make sure that I can do something for them that, means something. Maybe I can give them hope. Maybe I can actually be a decent leader. I want to do that. I want to be that person.
You really, truly seem like you're at least trying. And I've met my fair share of people who don't ever think of trying because they care about people. So at least you're different. But I I think it'll be a cold day in hell the next time anybody will willingly listen to you and your orders ever again.
I have to start somewhere. Today and tomorrow. I will continue to be the best me. And after tomorrow, and the days after that, I will be a better person still. Because that's what Marigold deserves. Whether it be through me or any other parties that get elected in the future, they too will also know that Marigold deserves the best, even with the hardships it's faced.
But I think that the best way for your little town to remain alive, if you care so much, is to dismantle your own government and just have everyone be at the same level of in charge as, say, a president or a warden. Everyone's in charge of everyone. You take care of yourselves and you hold each other accountable, which has a glaring lack in this town, especially among your knights.
The Knights, meanwhile, they just need a bit of a attitude adjustment, if anything. Something needs to change, and there will be change. But I'm sorry, it's not going to be the kind that you're looking for.
Right. A pink wool, really?
Yep, just like the sign says. A wool block from an old friend.
You really hang it up in your office?
The person who gave it to me was very special to me. It's just a nice reminder. A little gift that I didn't think I deserved at the time.
You can't even see it because of the bookshelves.
Me knowing that it's here is enough. It's not here to be despite on a, item frame. It's not meant to be shown off. It's a reminder of, then. Elliot was a very close person to me, and this is kind of all I have left of him. So, it doesn't need to be shown off to the world. None of this stuff is. The first brick, this why is my blade not here? And my first pay from a time that I tried to forget. These are reminders of who I once was. And I need these mistakes of mine to be showcased in a way. I've been a bad person. I think change is something I'm capable of. And in order for Marigold to truly be a great and better place, I have to get with the times, change, hold myself accountable, know that what I did in the last few months was not good. I stopped drinking. I stopped lying. I started letting people in. And we're going to continue to do that with a government in charge, whether I'm a part of it or not, even when I'm dead and gone. Does that answer your questions?
I hate to say it, I truly do, but you do have a seemingly good heart. Unless it's all a ploy.
No
And I
ploy,
see
no tricks.
you really want what's best for this town, which is a lot more than I can say for all the others I've met. And at least you're trying.
They're all good people. Even JD, even YB, even anyone who opposes me or thinks unlikely of me. They're all good people, and they don't deserve what's happened to them. So, tomorrow, when I have this little thing I was telling you about, a little talk with the town, I'm going to show them, just like how I showed you now, that I mean well, and that things are going to change for the better.
Right. But
Did
if
you have
all
it?
else fails, you have the power to dismantle the government, and you have the power to keep people from rebuilding it.
Yes, Melody. I do have the power to change that at will, but I would not count on it. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say, we may sadly share a home for now, but the next time somebody complains about you, I probably won't be as nice.
That's fair, and I accept that. Do you have any other burning questions?
One that isn't any of my business, clearly.
Okay, shoot.
If you have something for an old friend here, where's the one for your one friend, YB mentioned? Azazel.
Good question. I don't have really anything from them. My time with Azazel was cut short. I didn't. We were close, yes, but I didn't have anything on the level of this simple item here with Azazel. And after you know what happened in Wybe's farm, it's clear that if Azazel doesn't come back, then all I have are my memories, and that's unique to me. So maybe that's what's special about it. Just memories.
God, Marigoldian people are so sappy.
I'd just like to see the good in people. I haven't been the best person ever, or maybe even at times, but I know now what has to be done, and what I have to do to be that person again. So, anything else?
No,
Then why don't we go home for the night? I'm going to work from home.
that's surprising. But if you truly, truly want to be a better person, a better leader for whatever you're trying to do out there, get more sleep. Do not overwork yourself because nobody ever has any good ideas when they're sleep deprived. And fucking eat and don't work from home. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye, Melody. I'll see you at home.
Bye.
Okay. Time to go home. I hope I can see JD tomorrow. I want to know where Jabal is. Maybe if I talk to him about the whole Sharma issue, maybe he can even help out. But I'll say that for tomorrow. I'm going to eat something and go to sleep. Maybe I'll do a little work tomorrow in the morning. Okay? Today and tomorrow. Just gotta do better.